Bonsoir, une table pour deux, c'est possible? Parfait. Et qu'est-ce que vous me conseillez ce soir? If you're going to France soon, that small montage you just heard contains a lot of the French that you need. Not all of it, but the phrases that you might use the most during your trip. I'm Géraldine, and today I'm going to walk you through 6 situations you will absolutely have in France, give you the phrases that handle each one, and we're going to say them together, out loud. The whole point of this video is that by the end, these phrases live in your mouth, not just on a page. If you're worried your French isn't ready, I want you to hear me clearly. You do not need fluency to have a wonderful trip to France. You can get by with about 18 sentences. Let's practice them together right now. Allez, c'est parti. When you walk into a shop, a café, a bakery, a small museum, anywhere, you need to say bonjour. Repeat after me. Bonjour. Bonjour. Yes, I know this is simple comme bonjour, really simple, but you really shouldn't forget your French greetings when starting any conversation. It's like the first rule of French politeness, and it will affect your entire conversation, sadly making French people appear colder than they already are. And that's it. That's the whole first situation here. Bonjour first, and then your question. Always. Repeat after me and pay attention to the sentences we're saying. Je vais vous prendre 2 croissants. J'aimerais vous prendre un dessert. Je sais pas quoi. Et avec ceci, ce sera tout. Je voudrais un café, s'il vous plaît. Bonjour, je voudrais une baguette pas trop cuite, s'il vous plaît. And here is a tiny insider phrase that will impress any French baker. If you want your baguette less browned, you can say pas trop cuite, not too well done. If you want it more brown, you can say bien cuite, well done. French people order baguettes by their specific level of crispiness. And once you start doing this, you're not a tourist anymore, you're a customer. I want to give you something that goes with this exact video. It's called the 10-minute French routine. And it's the simplest daily habit I've ever taught for French learners. Listen for 5 minutes and then speak for 5 minutes. That's the whole structure. This resource includes a daily card you can print and carry with you, 2 banks of activities so you're never stuck wondering what to do, and a 30-day tracker. If your trip to France is coming up in a few weeks, this routine is exactly how you arrive ready instead of nervous. The phrases I'm teaching you in this video go into this routine. It's free. The link is right below this video. Download it now. Let's continue. So, you've eaten, you've shopped, you've ordered your coffee. Now comes the moment of paying. And here's where a few small phrases can make you sound much more at ease than a tourist fumbling with their wallet. In a shop or a bakery, when you simply want to know the price of something, the phrase is c'est combien? How much is it? C'est combien? Repeat after me. C'est combien? C'est combien? Short, friendly, works everywhere. You can point at a pastry, at a postcard, at the cheese behind the counter, and just ask, c'est combien? No need for a longer sentence. In a restaurant, though, you don't ask c'est combien, you ask for the bill. And the phrase that French people actually use is l'addition s'il vous plaît. The bill, please. L'addition s'il vous plaît. Repeat after me. L'addition s'il vous plaît. Good. We use it after we made eye contact with the waiter and raised a finger or said s'il vous plaît to catch their attention. When the bill arrives or when the cashier announces the total, you might want to pay by card. The phrase is je peux payer par carte? Can I pay by card? Repeat after me. Je peux payer par carte? Good. Most places will say oui, bien sûr. But some small bakeries, village cafés, and old-school bistros are still cash only or they have a minimum. So you might hear Désolé, espèce uniquement. Sorry, cash only. Or, on prend la carte à partir de 10 euros. We take card from 10 euros and up. Now you know what those mean. No panic. Just grab some banknotes of euros. One more useful phrase, especially in cafes where it's not always clear whether you pay at the table or at the counter, is je paye à table ou au comptoir? Should I pay sitting at the table or at the counter? Je paye à table ou au comptoir? Repeat after me. Je paye à table ou au comptoir? And finally, when you hand over your card or your cash or your phone, there's only one tiny word that French people use constantly, and that almost no textbook teaches you to use in this moment. It's voilà. Here you go. Repeat after me. Voilà. It's a beautiful little word. Voilà literally means there it is. But in real French life, it does the work of here you go, or there you are, or that's that. We use it when we hand something over, when we finish a sentence, when we close a small action. Once you start noticing it, you will hear it 20 times a day. And once you start using it, you'll sound a lot less like a tourist reading from a phrase book. All right, let's put it all together. Here's what an entire boulangerie exchange sounds like, from bonjour, remember this one, to au revoir. I'm going to play both sides. Bonjour. Bonjour madame, qu'est-ce que je vous sers? Je vais prendre une baguette pas trop cuite et 2 croissants, s'il vous plaît. Très bien. Et avec ceci? Ce sera tout, merci. Alors ça fera 5,20 €, s'il vous plaît. Je peux payer par carte? Bien sûr. Voilà. Merci, bonne journée. Merci à vous, bonne journée. The whole exchange is 10 lines. You can rehearse it tomorrow morning making your coffee. By the time you walk into your first French bakery, those 10 lines will live in your mouth, not in your panic. If you're loving this format, I want to mention something briefly. The reason I can make a video like this one is that I've been teaching real spoken French to English speakers for over 10 years now. And the place where I do the deepest version of this work is inside my Commune Française all-inclusive membership. That's where we go far beyond a single trip. We work on full conversations, on understanding films at native speed, on what to do when a dinner party turns into 6 people talking at once. If your trip to France is the start of something bigger and you want a real path forward, that's where to find me. The link is in the description. Allez, on continue. Sooner or later, you will be lost. It happens to everyone in Paris, especially around Le Marais, where the streets seem designed by a cat walking on a map. You want to use the occasion to try and ask for directions. The bluntest version of that is asking, où est la rue Charlot? That's technically correct, and you might get your answer, but in real life we try to be a bit more polite than that. Repeat after me and notice the sentences that I use. Bonjour, excusez-moi. Je cherche le métro le plus proche. Vous savez où est la station? C'est par où pour aller au Louvre? And finally, the most important practical question of all. Is it actually walkable, or are you about to embark on a 40-minute trek that you didn't sign up for? C'est loin? This is it far? Repeat after me. C'est loin à pied? Is it far on foot? C'est loin à pied? Now, of course, life is not easy. So you will ask your beautifully rehearsed question, the person will be lovely, and then they will fire back 15 seconds of directions at full Parisian speed. Première à droite, puis tout droit, et au feu rouge, vous tournez à gauche. C'est juste après la pharmacie, vous ne pouvez pas la rater. And your brain will simply stop working. So now's the moment to practice 2 useful sentences against that. Excusez-moi, vous pouvez parler un petit peu plus lentement, s'il vous plaît? And also, pardon, je n'ai pas tout compris, je suis désolée. A small note on pardon. It's the softer version of excusez-moi. You can use excusez-moi to start an interaction, to stop someone in the street, for example. But you use pardon when you are already in the conversation and you need a small intrusion. A tiny distraction, but native French speakers can feel it. That's where you will realize that they've been telling you to go à gauche, to the left, and then à droite, right, and then tout droit, straight ahead until the museum. In another video, we've talked a lot more about speaking French at the restaurant, so I won't repeat all of that here. But here is one phrase that deserves its own moment because it will genuinely change your meals in France. Qu'est-ce que vous me conseillez? Repeat after me. Qu'est-ce que vous me conseillez? There is no shame in asking the waiter for inspiration. They know the menu much more than you do after all. Now, there are two more things worth knowing before your first meal in France. For allergies and dietary, you say that in English, restrictions, the magic word is sans, for without. Sans gluten, without gluten. Sans lactose, without lactose. Sans porc, without pork. And for allergy, you can say, je suis allergique au gluten. C'est possible sans. Je suis allergique au gluten. C'est possible sans. I'm allergic to gluten. Is that possible without? French restaurants take allergies seriously, even if they're sometimes less flexible than American ones about swapping ingredients on a whim. Now repeat after me. Bonsoir. Une table pour deux, s'il vous plaît. Qu'est-ce que vous me conseillez? The end of any interaction in France has a polite goodbye. We did a whole video on this, which I will link below. But for the trip, the three phrases that you need are simple. Merci, bonne journée. That's thanks, have a good day when you leave in the morning or in the afternoon. Merci, bonne soirée. Thanks, have a good evening when you leave in the late afternoon or evening. And also, au revoir, goodbye for any shop or any formal exit. Repeat each one. Merci, bonne journée. Merci, bonne soirée. Au revoir. Let's do a quick recap now. I'm going to say all the phrases one after the other. Repeat them after me, okay? We're going to do this at full speed. Don't worry if you stumble. That's the point. Ready? Breathe. Bonjour madame. Bonjour à tous. Un café s'il vous plaît. Je vais prendre une baguette pas trop cuite. C'est tout, merci. C'est combien? L'addition s'il vous plaît. Je peux payer par carte? Excusez-moi, vous savez où est la gare? C'est par où pour aller au Louvre? C'est loin à pied? Un peu plus lentement, s'il vous plaît. Une table pour deux. Qu'est-ce que vous me conseillez? Je vais prendre le poulet. Sans gluten, c'est possible? Merci, bonne journée. Bonne soirée. Au revoir. Now, click the link below this video and download the 10-minute French routine if you haven't already. Even if you only have 3 weeks before your trip, 3 weeks of 10 minutes a day is 2.5 hours of French. Done right with the structure I'm giving you in the PDF, that's enough to walk in your first boulangerie feeling ready. Bon voyage!